I believe I'm the right person for this job because I'm very feminine for this role. My feminineness, feminine sexuality, feminine personality will add value to this feminine role in the most feminine way possible.
Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Machedo.
Hi there, Loy Machedo. Sweeney from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? All right, I just thought I'd give you a couple of news updates from UAE and my analysis on the same. Just check the timestamps if you want the individual time periods of each and every part of the video. Okay, let's move on. The first one is Sri Lankan job seekers living in Dubai are moved to shelters. So, don't want to say anything much here apart from the fact that for all those people who are coming to UAE or any Middle East country without a plan, or people are giving you hopes about a good job or easy life, well, this is one of the realities. I'm not saying everyone is going to have a tough time. I'm not saying that everyone is going to experience this, but market conditions are not as, or rather the grass is not that green, especially in a desert, okay? So please keep this in mind. And the most important thing that I want to tell you is life in the Middle East, if you're earning a big salary, it is because the expenses are also big. Life in UAE is not cheap, okay? By no standards, by no means. The majority of your income will go into rent. The other expenses will go in maintaining your lifestyle. And then obviously you need to save some amount of money. You need to send home back some money. So please keep all these factors in mind. Just because whatever salary you're earning back home, all of a sudden you get UAE dirhams, don't think that, oh, I've hit the jackpot. Like I say, all that glitters is not gold, and if something is too good to be true, this is what the case is. So Sri Lankan job seekers living in Dubai move to shelters. Well, I just hope they get a solution. The next news that was from Khaleej Times, UAE posts 9.75 billion in quarter two budget surplus. I don't know. Here's the thing. Let me make it very simple. I'm a guy. I have a business. Let's say, for example, I have a restaurant. In that restaurant, people come in, pay money, and that's how I generate income. That's how I make money. And I talk about, okay, I had 100 customers, I made money. Now, all of a sudden, one fine day, there is this COVID virus. Nobody's coming into my restaurant. Nobody's dining in. And for 8 months, 9 months, there's nothing. Nobody, empty. One fine day, I put it on Facebook. Today I managed to make, in the second quarter or third quarter of my business, I managed to make 1 million, in terms of revenues. Wouldn't you ask me, like, hey man, you didn't have any customers coming in. You didn't have anyone dining in your restaurant. You had no business. Where the fuck did you make 1 million? Yeah, how do you just make? You conjured it up from the air? So in the same way, there's no one coming into Dubai or UAE for all these months. There's hardly any business. And all of a sudden, from somewhere out of the blue, 9.75 billion. From where do you generate this income? How the fuck do you generate this income? See, when you have news like this, people will say that you're talking from your ass, man. You're seriously talking. Either Khaleej Times doesn't know they don't know what the fuck they are talking, or they're just been asked to put this information and nobody is using their common sense. What the fuck? From where the fuck do you get revenues, man? It's stupid. I don't know. At least you need to use common sense. Okay, next one. Etihad extends salary cuts till 2020. Have a look at this news. Okay, on one side you're saying that you managed to earn budget, surplus of 9 billion. And then you're saying, okay, but at the same time, we'll cut your salaries. Why? It's very simple. Nobody's traveling. There is no business coming in. There's nothing. So if the capital of a country, the capital is telling that we're unable to pay salaries, the capital is saying we're unable to pay salaries, it should show you the state of affairs. Anyway, so Abu Dhabi's Etihad was anyway hemorrhaging cash. They They have $1 billion kind of deficit. So I don't know why they're still running their airlines. They might as well shut it down. It's just their ego that is keeping them up. Okay, next one. Dubai's Emirates refunds $5 billion to customers. Now, here's a thought process that is in my head. I have no doubt that some, not all, some customers might have been refunded. Okay, I've not spoken to anyone, nobody who has been refunded has spoken to me. But I did read in some of the Facebook sites, where people are bitching, moaning and groaning that they have, they had a ticket and they are not able to travel. So they have been told to postpone it and bad customer service. So I'll play the devil's advocate. If any one of you who has purchased a ticket from Emirates Airlines, if you have got a refund, let me know. So at least I can be convinced that, okay, here's one customer, he got his refund. Because as far as I know, most of the people who did book, they didn't get their refunds, okay? But they have been told to wait patiently. You'll get it at a later date, okay? So I just thought you should know this, okay? Now comes the big news that I wanted to share with you. Now, you remember the Emirates Airlines, this message was going on that Emirates, wow, good news. Emirates has asked everyone to, full salaries will be paid. And if you see this was on LinkedIn. What he says, great news for Emirates staff, whoever's left at least, that Emirates to return staff salaries to 100% from October, reversing coronavirus cuts. Okay, let's applaud. Okay, good. So you're giving the salaries 100%. Now, what is the catch? Okay, because obviously you don't have any money coming in. The example I gave, there's nobody who came in. There's no revenues. So now, how am I going to pay you salaries? So let's see. When you're sharing the news, it would be nice if you share the whole story, okay, rather than just saying, yes, we did it, everyone's back. Because it looks really bad when somebody else has to share this kind of news. And, a lot of people who send me their messages, they're like, hey, Loy, this is a late reaction to your video on Emirates Airlines. Accommodation is 15%, transportation 10%. So basically everyone knows now what's happening, okay? In fact, I did speak to a couple of people who are in Emirates. They sent me messages. They just told me that they're still very afraid. The situation is not like before. It's not happy. It has left a deep kind of scar. Before there was this pride that, yes, I'm Emirates Airlines, we are invincible. That there was a glamour, there was a glitz. Now it's like a dread. Now it's like a kind of sickening feeling. It's like people are really depressed. Okay, and many of them are surprised. Many of them actually, just want to pay their bills, and after they complete their loans, many of them want to leave. So I'm not wishing anything bad, but then again, see, the problem is, on one hand, you need to understand, yes, during the good days, you need to enjoy a really good life, but this is the new reality. Things are tough. Life is no more easy, okay? What I'm trying to tell you is, UAE is not there for charity. It's not there for, your benefit, or they're here to take care of you. Oh, you're poor, you're sad, you're suffering. I'm there to take care of you. UAE is a business hub. This is a business relationship. As long as you can satisfy the person, they'll take care of you. When you cannot satisfy them, or you cannot give them the value that they're looking for, it's bye-bye. So just keep this in mind. And I think at some point you need to stop bitching and moaning and crying and groaning, because it's a very straightforward relationship. If you're useful, I'll pay you good money. If you're useless, it's bye-bye. So that is the relationship between United Arab Emirates and yourself. Okay. Now, last and not the least, there were a couple of questions that people asked me in terms of investments, in terms of credit cards. Okay, I'll just answer them. In terms of investments, I would say use the same knowledge and discretion when investing. Always keep in mind that when you're investing in a country where you're not a citizen, you do not have the same rights as a citizen. In UAE, the challenge is the laws change like they're changing their undergarments. That is, if they are changing their undergarments. I don't know if they're changing, but as far as I know, you don't have to go very far. Just look at the way they have handled this COVID crisis. How many times they change the rules? How many times they change? Okay, you don't need to renew your visas. Yes, you need to renew your visas. Okay, there is no fine. Yes, there is fine. Okay, there is limited fine. Okay, there's unlimited fine. Oh, you'll pay a fine from this date. Oh, you'll not pay. So it has clearly shown that the rules, they just change the rules as and when they please based on how they feel. So that really leaves people in a limbo. Okay, that's the first thing that I want you to keep in mind. The second thing is, please make sure that you save as much money as you can. You're not in UAE for a holiday. You're in UAE for a temporary phase, or a kind of relationship that can end at any point of time. So if you're there with a volatile relationship, your only job is make money, save money, and get ready to be given the boot. That is as far as it goes. So I hope this is clear. Last if not the least, I'll end by sharing this. These were a couple of these weird kind of bits that I got from people, which I thought I'd share with you. I've been getting a lot of people who are asking for high salaries, like, they were working for 25,000, 30,000, 40,000. They've been in the country for 20 years or 30 years. For all those people, there is demand for your services. But if you have an outdated profile, if you have, you look like one of those, middle-aged, wasted, sad story uncle aunties, with your pot belly hanging out, and you look like a bucket of lard. You don't even have a personality. And you survived in the job because they asked you to just repeat the process again and again. You're good at your job, but you're not good at marketing, selling yourself. You're not good at communication. You're not good at networking. You're good at nothing. You were there in that job for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. All of a sudden, you have been given the boot. Don't expect, when you go outside, the world to look at you in the same way. Yes, everyone was calling you sir, this, that, in that particular small company. It's like a big frog in a small world. When you go into the new world and you see it has changed. So don't expect these high salaries unless you yourself have evolved. And your MBA that you got 30 years ago or 20 years ago, it's an outdated piece of paper that you can keep it as a toilet roll, part of your toilet roll, and wipe your ass with it, because nobody gives a fuck to your MBA that was given to you 20 years ago. Bloody hell, the softwares change every year. Technology changes every 6 months. What the fuck? It's so stupid, and they want these high salaries. And then these other cartoons who come up and are telling me, yeah, get in touch with me. I'm busy from this time to this time. Get in touch with me if you find me a job. What am I sitting here to just find you a fucking job? I have nothing else to do. Oh yeah, I'm here at your service. And then I've told you this before. I'm not a charitable organization, and I'm not interested in your sob stories. Like this one. I have a mother. This female writes, I have a mother, I have a father, I have 4 children. My husband is not working. Can you help me? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Sit and ask me, please help me. Help this poor lady. Help it. Come on, man. I don't even fucking know you, man. And then there are these other people who just send me blindly out of the blue. Hey, man, great content, big fan of yours, can you help me? Yeah, great fan. You're a fan of mine only because I give something of value to you. You don't give any fucking value to me. By watching my videos, you're not doing me any fucking favors. You're updating your knowledge based on the research that I've done. So that is why you're my fucking fan. And tomorrow, when your stomach is full and when you have everything, you're going to fuck off. It doesn't benefit me. So you're not doing me any fucking favors, man. And then I cannot for the life of me understand. My husband is looking out for a job. Can you help him? Then my wife is looking for something attractive, huh? And then you get these guys, oh, my children, can you help place my children? Why can't a person speak for themselves? Why the fuck has someone else to speak for you? I've even got my boyfriend is looking out for a job. What the fuck? Are you their secretary? And then I even get this, no, please talk to me. I don't like anyone talking to my wife. Go fuck off, man. And then I get these great people who send me this. What can you speak in proper English? One of the suggestions, some of the suggestions that can you speak in proper English? Another one is, I don't understand why you can't pronounce words properly. Another one is, I don't like your face. Then please, how can anyone take you seriously with tattoos? Okay. Then another suggestion is, can you have a proper professional studio set up, something like a news desk? Yeah, you want me to have a production setup and a news desk. Next one is, why do you give such important news when you're naked? The morning when I go for a walk. Yeah. Then another person is, please stop using bad words as my children watch your videos with me. Your children are not supposed to watch my videos. Then I want to come to UAE because I can smell something. I actually got this message. I want to come to UAE because I can smell. You know what? Either you have gas problem or you are seated in the toilet and that is what you're smelling. And that doesn't mean you have to come to UAE. Or you're a dog. You want to come to UAE because you can smell. What the fuck can you smell, man? And then this was the best one among them all. The female tells me, see, I don't know whether she was really dumb or, like they say, she was just, pulling a fast one. She tells me, the guy asked me to send a picture of myself from above my belly button to show my chest. So she's asking me, is this normal? Either the female is really dumb, or the guy, I don't know, man. Like, what do you tell such people? Seriously, tell me, what do you tell such people who ask you, the guy wants to see my chest. Chest means breast. The guy wants to see that. And is this normal? So, anyway, the point I'm trying to tell you is, if you hear people complaining that I don't have a job or the market is bad, or it's not because there are lack of opportunities, but the problem is there is an abundance of fucking idiots like these. Absolute fucking idiots. People who talk nonsense, from I can smell to, no, I want a job for my wife, but I'm protective about my wife. That's why you talk to me. I have to talk to him to get a job for his wife. So when you have idiots like these, and then you have oh, my mother, I have a father, I have 4 children, please can you help me get a job? That is the reason why someone should help them. So these are the kinds of people in UAE who are either without a job or they're crying, bitching and moaning. So in case you hear any bad news, it's not because people with common sense are without a job. It's idiots like these who are without a job. And if there is still someone who's not getting a job, it's either the person has done something really wrong, or their strategy is wrong, or they really don't deserve a job, man. Because I told you this, that there are opportunities. It's not like people are minting money left, right and center. It's not like, everything has recovered. The process is slow, but life has to go on. Businesses have to run. People have to feed their families, so they will always think of starting something new. So there will be opportunities, but you need to play the game the way the game has to be played. So I hope this gives you a bit of insight, and I hope this makes you understand in terms of the situation that is happening. If any one of you knows any further information, please get in touch with me. I share with all of you whatever news I get. Okay. Having said that, this is me signing off for now. Please keep me updated. My contact details are down below. And this is me saying Take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.